We've enjoyed the perfect start to the new league season, but can we keep that going? Find out on today's episode. Hello and welcome to Club 3 Episode 3 of The Pilgrimage. My name is Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got two games for you in EFL League 2. We're at home to Bradford. I'm then going to play the rearranged Mansfield game off camera, and then as promised bring you the home game against Southend, our former employers, as match 2 on today's episode. So without further ado, let's get straight into the Bradford game, and this is the team for that one. It is Ainsley Pears in goal, a back four of Corrie and Darber, Dan Happ, Omar Beckles and Keenan Ferguson. It is Hector Cipriano at the base of midfield. It's Alex Hunt and Daniel Phillips in central midfield. It's Joe Dodu on the right wing, Paul Smith on the left, Cade Gordon up front. Let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, well, the assistant manager is recommending I expect to see a much better performance from you today. I think that's a little bit harsh. So we'll go with, we're favourites for a reason. Go out there and make sure they're left in no doubt as to why. We can pump the fists and say that, so let's do exactly that. And that's motivated a couple of them. The rest of them are all composed, which is absolutely fine. So let's kick the match off and go out there and try and grab the win. I'll just check the speed and the amount of highlights. We do need to slow that down. We're on key highlights. Let's turn that to extended. Okay, 5 minutes gone. We've had the only shots and the only shots on target. So let's drop an encourage on the lads. We're currently sitting second in the league. Another goal will take us top. And next chance we get, we're going to demand more. We're playing okay, in fact, and Darber with the throw, Smith back to Dan Happ. Happ brings it forward, finds Darber, who beats his man, gets a cross in. It's headed away, but Beckles will collect. Finds Cipriano to Phillips. Smith back to Darber. Darber's shot is over the top and it's a goal kick. And that ends that first significant highlight. So we will now hit them with a demand more. And I'll agree with this work ball into box suggestion as well. See if we can generate something from that. So it's crossed into the box, headed away. And McEachran will bring it clear. Plays it wide to Curry, who's completely alone. And manages to pick out Broadbent, but he can only head it up in the air and straight at Pears, who makes a comfortable save and the highlight ends. Right, let's demand more again as soon as we get the chance to do it. We've got a free kick. It's Hunt with the free kick, crashes it into the wall. Ferguson collects the rebound, finds Darber. Down the line for Hunt, who turns, finds Cipriano. Phillips shoots but hits the defender and they bring it clear. And it's Patrick to Glennon and the highlight ends. So we will demand more again. We've been the better team, but we've absolutely nothing to show for it. In terms of substitutions, I can't see anything immediately obvious. So maybe the right course of action this time is not to do one at all. What we will do though is go attack him for the last 5 minutes of the first half. Dan Happ goes back to Pears, who launches one. Cade Gordon manages to bring it under control, finds Smith. Smith plays it wide. Phillips to Ndaba. Comes out the other side to Ferguson. Hunt plays it into Ferguson again. Hunt gets the return ball. It's cleared, but Ferguson will collect. The highlight is continuing, so I can only imagine there will be a shot at the end of it. But it's all the way back to Pears, who finds Beckles to Cipriano. Phillips to Gordon. Phillips to Smith this time, played through. Hunt drags the shot wide, and that is the end of the highlight. Lewis plays it to out, but Ndaba collects. Happ back to Beckles, into Hunt. Hunt with the ball over the top. Gordon, very ambitious attempt, way off target, chance wasted, and that is likely to be the last opportunity we'll get in the first half. So we'll drop it back to positive, in fact not balanced, positive. Thank you. And Smith heads it back, picks it up again. Gordon can't put the chance away. It's cleared, but Beckles collects and the highlight ends. We have been the better team, but there is nothing to show for that on the scoreboard. So let's demand more from them. Not happy. Right, Beckles is nervous. So I might take Beckles off, because nervous players make mistakes. So Beckles for Pollock or Gibson. Makes precious little difference, I think. I mean, he's not any worse, so let's go with Pollock for now. So one change, send the lads out for the second half, hit them with a demand more immediately, and we're under pressure straight away. And Ndaba, he's pushed him. Right, and Ndaba needs to come off now. He's not going to get another chance, so he's going to have to come off. And Liam Gibson will go in at left back. We do have, I think, a corner. Let's just... in fact, it's not. It's a throw-in. Or is it a corner? I don't know. Truth be told, couldn't really see. I've had a shot and it's gone off target, but it was deflected, so it's another corner, headed away, and this time the defender for Bradford, Curry, collects. It's played into McEachran, who's gone long, and thankfully we tidy up at the back and Pears collects. Free kick now, Hunt with the ball in, and Cipriano can't get the header on target. It goes wide and that highlight ends. I think we've got another chance. It's Hunt with the outswinging corner, headed away. Gibson brings it forward, has the shot over the top. It was a wasteful shot, if I'm honest. Lewis with the goal kick, and it goes through to Spiru. McEachran plays it wide to Curry, who needs to be stopped. It's headed away. Dodu brings it clear. Play it forward, please. He drifts wide instead. Dodu holds off his man, finds Ferguson. Cipriano into Hunt. Down the line for Ferguson, who crosses it. Headed away, but Gibson collects on the far side. Phillips back to Gibson. Gibson's cross is deep to Ferguson. Crossed in. Phillips heads and saved by Lewis. We've got one more sub left. Not going to use it yet. Looks like it might be Phillips who needs to come off. So let's demand more. We're going attacking. And I think, yeah, Phillips is probably the right call. In fact, no, Dodo is the right call. Dodo off. And Ricky J. Jones can come on. He's got some real pace about him. Phillips plays it back to the throw-in taker. Cipriano picks it up. Hap into Cipriano. Hap again. Cipriano plays it wide to Ferguson. Ferguson crosses it in. Cade Gordon is there to apply the finish. And it does count. It is Leyton Orient 1, Bradford City 0. And we won't bother with the replay. We will carry straight on. Just over 20 minutes left. And that has put us, in fact, second, because MK Dons are playing and winning. So Ferguson gives the ball away from the throw-in but wins it back. Hunt into Jones. Ferguson to Hunt. Ferguson again. Ferguson charged down. Cipriano collects. Plays it infield to Pollock. Cipriano to Jones. Hunt down the line for Ferguson. Space for a cross. Smith heads it on target but straight at Lewis, the Bradford goalkeeper. Ferguson plays it long but straight at Broadbent, the Bradford defender. O'Connor to Whelan. Whelan with the big ball forward. Headed away but Sparrow collects. Their shot is wide and it's a goal kick. The highlight ends. Into the last 15 minutes or so. And we are in second place in the league. 1-0 up against Bradford. No subs remaining. 10 minutes to go. Let's drop back to positive. We are winning. We don't need to chase the game now. And into the last 5 minutes, we still hold that narrow 1-0 lead. Don't need to change anything. It's working. And it's Phillips. Crosses deep for Ricky J. Jones, who gives it to Ferguson. Ferguson gets a cross in. Smith heads it back across goal, but Lewis plucks it out the sky. And it's played back to Lewis, who goes for the long ball. We've won it back. Smith plays it wide to Gibson. Gibson all the way to the byline, crosses deep. Ferguson with the header over the top, and that might be the last chance of the match. We are in stoppage time. There is one more, so we're going to have to repel one more attack, which we have just about managed to do. Keeper spilt it, but Gibson puts it behind for a corner. McEachran into the box. Pears this time clasps the ball and makes the clearance, but Whelan collects his long clearance and Hap wins it back. Gordon into Phillips. We've won it back. Cipriano. In fact, Phillips has fouled McEachran, so it will be Bradford with the last attack of the game, and it's wide to Colville, who plays it back to Whelan. Broadbent into McEachran. Back to O'Connor, who goes for the long ball. That is full time. It is Leyton Orient 1, Bradford City 0. I will play the next game off camera, and I'll see you for the second match in just a moment. Okay, so we beat Mansfield Town 2-0 off camera, and now it's time for the second match of today's episode as we face my former club, Southend United, in a home League 2 match. And let's go straight into the team selection for this one, and it is Ainsley Pears in goal, the back four of Keenan Ferguson, Omar Beckles, Dan Happ, and Corrie and Darber. Hector Cipriano is at the base of midfield with Alex Hunt and Ethan Robson ahead of him, Joe Dodu and Ricky J. Jones on the wings. Cade Gordon is up front. Let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, the assistant manager is recommending pick up where you left off last time out. That is absolutely fine. Let's point the finger and say that. And let's send the boys out and try and grab the win. And it is Southend who get the game underway. All the way back to Watson in goal, who launches it long. Dan Happ is underneath it. Jones flicks the header to Gordon and Darber into Robson, and Darber gets it back, goes down the left, beats his man, pulls it back. Jones, the cross from Robson. Cipriano collects, Ferguson to Cipriano, Robson loses the ball and it's cleared long and the highlight ends. So let's demand more. This is a match we need to win. Nothing less than a win will do against our former employers. Ferguson loses out, but Dodu rescues him. Cipriano has the shot. Watson makes a reasonably comfortable save. And it remains 0-0 with 10 minutes gone. Is anybody struggling? It doesn't look like it at the moment. So we'll leave things exactly as they are, but what we will do is demand more. So Watson launches it for Southend. Happ is underneath it. Hunt to Beckles. To Happ, to Robson. Robson back to Beckles, into Hunt. Hunt finds Dodu on the wing, back to Ferguson. Beckles, we're keeping the ball nicely, but it's not really going anywhere. All the way back to Pears. Happ is going to try Robson in midfield. This time it goes left to Ndaba. Jones to Robson. Robson with the big diagonal into Dodu, who pulls it back for Hunt, to Ferguson, to Cipriano, who curls a shot, but it's easy enough for the goalkeeper to save for Southend, and that highlight ends. We are the better team so far, but not by masses. It's a close game at the moment. What I'm going to do is just add the work into box instruction. So work ball into box, we'll add that instruction on. That seemed to work last time. Hunt's not having a particularly impressive game, so we might have to think about him coming off at some point soon. I think probably half time is the time to do that. So let's demand more again. What are we? 33 minutes in now. Time to go attacking for 10 minutes. See if we can force a goal before half time. We are still top of the league, and at the moment, as it stands, 3 points clear. Chrisen has given the ball away, we've won it. Robson to Jones, and Ricky J. Jones gets his 5th goal of the season. What a lovely goal. We will watch the replay. That was beautiful. And once the replay is over, we'll switch back to positive. Gordon, deflection off the defender. Robson to Ricky J. Jones, and the keeper basically showed him where to put it, and he did. He was never turning that opportunity down. And we are back on a positive mentality, and we'll stay on that as long as we're in the lead. Dodo definitely does need to come off. Probably Ndaba as well, actually. But I think we'll do Dodo first. Things are going well. You're capable of better. In fact, let's do both. Joe Dodo for, they reckon, Daniel Kemp. Not a bad shout. Yeah, Daniel Kemp. And then Corey Ndaba for Liam Gibson. So 2 changes, and then we'll wait till about 75 minutes to do the third one. So a double sub at half time, and it's Cipriano to Hap, to Beckles, to Hap, and it's out wide to Ricky J. Jones, Gibson to Robson, Cipriano, and it's Savage back to Osho. And the highlight ends. So that was just the kick-off highlight essentially. Demand more. Ferguson into Hunt. Kemp into Gordon. Looks for help. Finds Hunt. It's deflected to Ferguson, who plays it back for Kemp. Into Hunt. The cross to Ricky J. Jones, who heads over the bar. And I think Cade Gordon is the likely third sub, but not for a long while yet. Robson to Cipriano. Cipriano finds Kemp, crosses it, it's headed away, but Robson wins it back. And I think Henry Lansbury has just given away a penalty. He has. Who is taking the pen? It's Hunt, and this time he puts it in the back of the net to make it Leyton Orient 2, Southend United 0. And we don't need to see a replay of a penalty, so we'll move straight on. It's looking like we're going to make it 7 wins out of 7 as it stands. It's Gordon, plays it through for Ricky J. Jones, who plays it back. We can't get the shot away though, and it's cleared, but Beckles collects. Cipriano to Robson, through to Ricky J. Jones, who manages to beat the keeper, makes it 3-0 to Leyton Orient. And we will watch this one. It looked an absolutely superb finish in 2D. Let's see how good it is in 3D. Cipriani to Robson. Robson through to Ricky J. Jones. Takes a touch. Waits for the keeper to commit himself. And then rifles it into the top of the net for 3-0. And that surely is game over. Cade Gordon seems to have improved. So I'm wondering whether he is the right option to be taking off. He's dropped again, so I think we will, but not yet. We'll wait till 75 minutes. Hap into Robson, Cipriano to Beckles, all the way back to Pears in goal. Finds Hap, back to Pears, who goes for the long ball this time. Gordon takes it down, and the shot is charged down. But we have another attack. Beckles to Hap, into Robson, left to Jones, who finds Gibson, into Gordon, Robson to Gordon again, back to Cipriano. Robson has the shot, Watson spills it behind for a corner, and it is going to be an outswinger from Hunt, headed away, and Ward collects the loose ball. Ferguson, I think, has fouled him there, and he has. It's a yellow card for Keenan Ferguson. Shouldn't be too costly at this stage. 3-0 up with 20 minutes to go. Cade Gordon is going to be the third sub. And I'm going to give Paul Smith a go up front, I think, for the last 15 minutes or so. Kemp, infield to Cipriano. Cipriano's shot is deflected behind for a corner. And Paul Smith is on for Cade Gordon. Will he manage to get himself a goal? I don't know at this point. Right. We are 10 minutes away from seeing through the win. There's no reason to think it won't be a comfortable win in the end. So we'll just encourage the lads for the last 5 or so minutes. They're all shattered. The whole team is completely shattered, so we'll give them a couple of days off after this one. They deserve it after a 3-0 win against former employers. Or is it going to be more? Ferguson to Hunt, Ferguson to Kemp. Kemp beats his man, fires in a shot. It is over the top and it's a goal kick to Southend. And we're in the last minute of stoppage time now. Chrisen throws it to Wright, down the line for Ward, who finds Berahino all the way back to Watson, and Ferguson picks up the goalkeeper's long clearance. We've kept possession nicely. We're just taking the sting out of the last minute of the match. Beckles back to Pez, who goes for the long ball, and Cundy intercepts it all the way back to his goalkeeper Watson. And that is full time. It is Leyton Orient 3, Southend United 0. I'll talk to you in a moment when I'll show you the league table and tell you what is coming up on the next episode. Time now to take a look at the league table, and as you can see, we are top of the table with a perfect record of 7 wins from 7 matches, 13 goals scored, only 3 conceded, 21 points on the board, 2 clear of MK Dons, 5 clear of Gillingham, and also 5 clear of Bradford City, who sit 4th, just outside the automatic promotion places. And let's have a look at what you can look forward to on the next episode. I will bring you back for the game against Wrexham at the end of October, and the game 4 days later against Exeter City away in League 2, and that will be on tomorrow's episode. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to my channel for weekday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.